Hello world, boyfriend here, coming back at you with another pickup video. Let's just jump right into it. Got some cool finds in the past month, and let's start with some Manuels. Alright, first off, we got, and once again, these are all, I have the games for these, but now I have the Manuels. And that is Addams Family, Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. Oh, this is neat. Brainlord. On the last pickup video, I just got that game, so now I have the Manuel. Ooh, this is a cool one. Turtles in Time. This is one of my favorite beat-em-ups of all time. Highly recommended. This is one of those games I would take to a desert island if I could only bring a few games with me. Death and Return of Superman. Not much to say about that one. Don't really care for that game. And Plock. Love this game. Rue from Clan of the Grey Wolf. Rue from Clan of the Grey Wolf just did a 16-bit gems on this. Check it out if you've never heard of the game. This is one of my favorites growing up. I've had this since I was a kid, that game, and finally got the instruction manual back. Okay, next we got some more Game Boy games. Gotta love the Game Boy games. Eat your hearts out, Aaron and Ricky. I got Fall of the Foot Clan 2. What? Suck on it. You probably got it for a better price though, so there's that. Ooh, this is cool. I have been looking for Darkwing Duck on NES. It's one of my favorite cartoons, and it's just a great game if you've never played it. It's similar to Mega Man 2. I think they use a Mega Man 2 engine in it, and I love Darkwing Duck. I haven't been able to find the NES copy, but I did track down the Game Boy copy. And what's weird is it's pretty much the exact same game in Game Boy form. Interesting, plays a lot like Mega Man. Check it out if you've never heard of it or tried it. And then we have Donkey Kong Land 2. Now this one I keep seeing, but and I don't know if I can do justice. This has a really good label on it. I always seem to find this game with a crappy label, and this is the only one I needed to complete my trilogy of the Donkey Kong Lands for Game Boy, and I finally found a good label, so I was very excited to pick that up. Next, we have some NES games. Now, it's just shout-out day today, apparently. If you guys have never heard of NESComplex or Vintage Video Game Geek, check them out. Why I bring it up is they have a podcast, the Retro Rejects podcast. Also check that out if you've never heard it. I love it, and these are two games that they always talk about on their podcast, and I had never played them growing up, so I decided to pick them up, and here they are. First we got Bionic Commando, and I believe this is Vintage's favorite NES game. So I played a little bit of it, and it's fun. It's really weird because it's a platformer, but you can't jump. The Bionic Commando has an arm that you use to like swing and like pull yourself up on the platforms. It's really weird and hard to get used to at first, but it's actually pretty fun, and it seems like a pretty big game for the time, so I'm excited to play more of that. And then Blaster Master, and this is NESComplex's recommendation, and I'll tell you, I never played this. This game rules, and I've done a little research, and it's unfortunate that they haven't really made a sequel that kind of lives up to the original's quality, but I have played this quite a fair amount since I've got it, and it's awesome. You have two kind of different parts of the game. One part you're in like a little tank, and that's the preferable part in my opinion. I like playing in the tank, and it's kind of a maze game. You're kind of going around and upgrading your tank, and then there's sections where you get out and you're like a little guy, and then you go into kind of an overhead Zelda-like view, and you fight bosses and whatnot. Really fun game though. Wow, yeah, I'm glad I picked that one up. Okay, Super Nintendo. Gotta keep adding to the Super Nintendo collection. And I gotta say, of all the systems, the Super Nintendo is really the only system I would like to have a complete collection of. I don't really care about getting a complete collection of Game Boy or Nintendo or Sega or anything else. With those systems, I really want the games that I would just want to play. But with the Super Nintendo, trying to get them all. So there, I said it. And I only picked up a couple, but this one's pretty cool. Raiden Trad. I think, is that how you say it? Raiden Trad? I don't know. But that one is a shooter, and a shoot 'em up, and I'm assuming, I don't know, I guess I didn't do my research, whoopsies, but I'm assuming it's a takeoff of the Raiden arcade game, and it kind of plays like that. It's fun. I would like some more power-ups in it. There's not a lot of power-ups, but it is very satisfying when you have all your power-ups like maxed out, because you just like kick butt in it, and it's a really fun two-player game. It's a fun two-player game. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, and then and this one, you know, I said I was going for a whole collection of Super Nintendo games, and this is one of those games that you just kind of need to round out your collection. And it's kind of an uncommon game, so I picked it up, and that's Mario's Early Years Preschool Fun. And it's got the Void crap on it, and then a sticker, but otherwise it's in good condition. I gotta be honest, never played it. I'm a collector whore, so I got it and added it to my collection. This is neat. Metal Slug 7. And the DS, not the 3DS, but the DS is probably the newest system I collect for. I love it. I have the DS Lite that has the Game Boy Advance slot. And Metal Slug was always one of my favorite games in the arcade growing up, and being able to own it on the DS is awesome. And I've played it a little bit. This is one of the newest games I got this week, and it's awesome. I love it. I can't wait to keep playing more of it. Run and gun game. A lot like Contra. I prefer Metal Slug. Whoa, 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 whoa! I like Contra too! I like Contra too! But I like Metal Slug better. And speaking of run and guns, we got a Sega game, Gunstar Heroes. And this is another one. I am getting more into getting Sega games again. I had a Sega growing up, but my brother got to keep that, and I got to keep the Super Nintendo, so now I'm kind of building up my Sega collection again. And I've never played Gunstar Heroes, but I know this is well regarded. So I picked it up, and can't wait to play it. And then, last but not least, last pickup, I said I started collecting Nintendo Powers. Well, I picked up a few more Nintendo Powers, and man, I cannot exclaim enough how cool Nintendo Power is. And I love every time one of these comes in the mail, because I get a lot of these off eBay, flipping through them, seeing what they got, and seeing the games that I haven't played that they have like the guides for, or you know, coming soon. And just, I love just digging in and cover to cover reading everything in the issue. And so without further ado, here's some issues. I got what is this? The blah 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 blah. Oh, 32, issue 32. It's got the Super Castlevania 4, and mind you, all these issues are complete. They have the poster, they have the cards, they got everything. And then we got 69. This is great. This has a Mega Man X2 guide in it. Oh, I love me some Mega Man X. This was like the first one I dived into when I got it. I got, and I forgot to mention, Robbie Coleman. I got like a Robbie Coleman lot, so I don't know if it was you that sold them to me, Robbie Coleman, but I have like a bunch of Nintendo Powers you used to own. This is another Robbie Coleman, and that is number 55 with Aladdin on the cover, as if you can't see that. I'm just pointing out the obvious. 44. This was a Robbie Coleman, but I was able to get off the address label thing without any damage. It was cool. It kind of came right off, so I took it off. I got 45. Another Robbie Coleman. Robbie Coleman. 64. Oh my God! Oh no, it's ruined. No, it's fine. This was not a Robbie Coleman, and it was in. Look at what this is. What it fell because it slipped out of one one of these like binder things. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, whatever. 28, Super Mario World. Oh, this one belonged to Judith Beam. Thank you, Judith. Some competition for Robbie. And then back to my Darkwing Duck obsession. I got number 36, and I'm looking forward to using this when I actually find Darkwing Duck on NES. So hopefully I'll get that. And then finally I got, gosh, what one is this? Number 15, and this is the Ninja Gaiden 2 special strategy guide. This is like the worst case thing that I put it in. But yeah, so there's like a few of these ones. There's one for Super Mario Brothers 3, Final Fantasy. There's a 4-player guide one. I don't have any of those. I want to get those, but this is the first one of those that I got. So yay! And that's it, guys. Nice little haul. I wanted to do another pickup video because I thought that was a good haul, more than normal, I guess, and I just wanted to get it out and show you guys. So what do you think? I still don't have a name for this pickup video segment that I'm doing, so leave comments on what you think I should call this. I guess right now I'm going to settle because I don't want to put the name being question mark, number 2 or number, you know, whatever. I'm going to put Boyfriend's No Name Game Pickups or something to that effect. Whatever it is that's right above this video is what it's called, until you guys comment and give me an awesome suggestion for a title. And I'll really, come on, let's be creative here. Give me anything. I want to name it something cool. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Boyfriend out. I guess I should shut off the camera, huh?